Hey folks, welcome back to Journey Before Destination Overlanding here. Back at the Overland trailer. As you can see, we got everything off the top except for the Max Air fan and these two glands that are on here, and I'm going to leave them on here and epoxy over them, around them somehow, because as you can see I took the other ones off, and what a pain in the ass. Don't ever put that tape on before you know what you're doing, or before you're done with it, because if you do, it's almost impossible to get off. I'm going to go at it with a razor tomorrow. Hopefully I can razor it to the point where I can sand it. But as you can see, I started sanding here where I epoxied earlier. It's pretty much dry, but not dry enough yet. It's still not quite cured, so it's as you can see here, kind of gumming everything up. So I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow morning to sand this off the rest of the way, but it filled in pretty good. We got this whole side sanded. My daughter's here with me, Valerie, and she helped me do all this up in here. She sanded all the center, actually climbed up on there, helped me with the screws along here. So now this is screwed in, supported all the way along. We've got the supports welded in here. I got the supports welded up underneath there, all the way to the front now, and it's all screwed in, as you can see. Been playing around with a little welding over here. I let Val weld a little bit. You can see it's not perfect, but she actually got some welds in there that are they're on there. They actually stuck, so that's a good thing. Got it on both pieces of metal, both the, my finger's too big, upper and lower. You can see it there. There's a couple little holes in it, but nothing major. For the first time, it's pretty good. And, ooh, got really dark. Anyhow, let's go back to this lens. There we go. Okay, now I've got to focus in the wrong spot. Anyway, I don't want it to do that.
That's just the light.
Okay. Anyhow, as you can see, we've got this supported, got this all welded in, got both of these, this here, that welded in. So now I can put the back piece of wood on tomorrow, and I still have to cut, but this has all been sanded. It's nice and smooth, nice and flat, clean. You can see where all the holes are for where everything went in, but those are fine. I'll fiberglass right over that, just put new holes in. You can see this side hasn't been done yet. You can tell the difference between this grain and this grain. Huge difference in the grain. I still have to screw this in down over here across, both in the center and the bottom, and then cut it off like the other side. Cut the contours in up here, and we're going from there. But this aluminum oxide sandpaper from Gator is doing a great job. I've only used like 4 of them out of a 25 pack, and I've managed to sand the entire top, that side, this part of the front, and we still got to do this part of the front, but still got a good pad on there to finish this off. So tomorrow we'll finish this off. We're going to make a bunch more filler, fill in all the little holes like that one there, that one over there, and around this corner over here, you can see it's got some spots there, and a little bit of filling in here, some down there as well. Then we're going to tape all the corners, and we're going to tape all these slants there and there. I'm going to tape over top of the plastic here, tape around this, the Max Air fan base, and put some epoxy filler in there to get that covered up. I'm going to pull those 2 brackets off, and I'm going to try and get this off and clean it up. I'm just going to epoxy. If I can't, then it just turns black. It looks like this one that's been completely cleaned off. I'm going to see if that'll sand off. If it'll sand off, then I'll sand it out. If it won't sand off, then I'm just going to epoxy over it and hope for the best. It may not stick, but that little tiny spot sticking shouldn't be that big of a deal. Anyway, that's it for tonight, folks. Please like, subscribe, and share. It helps out the channel. Not that it's huge yet, but it's getting there. And have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.